Most people don't realize the many ways in which the Bauers have contributed to the success of Norwalk Hospital. In Carol's case, for example, organizing the emergency room volunteer services, serving as president of the volunteers, going on to make major changes in our pastoral care service and being a graduate of that service herself. She's in this hospital virtually every day, showing great comfort to all of our patients and their families. Carol served as the first female chairman of the board. I was privileged to serve as her vice chair, so I know firsthand how hard Carol worked in a very difficult several-year period as chairman of this hospital. In George's case, what can you say? George has added his powerful intellect and business experience in our board of trustees for many, many years. Whenever there's a difficult issue to deal with, the heavy lifting virtually always is left to George to help us through whatever difficult period, especially with respect to financial things.
Carol has been a member of our volunteer department for 30-some-odd years, and how fortunate we all are to have had her leading us. She's a star in our world here, and I have been fortunate enough to be her friend for as many years as she's been on duty. And we are indeed very, very fortunate to have her.
The many gifts by George and Carol have been an inspiration to my family and many others here this evening to provide the support for this community that have benefited all of us here this evening. So congratulations, George and Carol.
Carol and George Bauer are like the matriarch and patriarch of Norwalk Hospital. They have been extraordinary philanthropists here. They've been involved at this hospital for so long. We can't thank them enough for everything that they've done for us. They've personally funded our Jeffrey Peter Bauer NICU. They've personally funded our emergency department. They've personally funded scholarships for nursing students and our nurses here at the hospital. They're just wonderful family members here. Collectively, they've helped enable more than $150 million that have been generated in philanthropic gifts for this hospital.
Their support to our emergency department goes well beyond their philanthropic support.
They not only helped fund this department as we've known it now, and that was some 13 years ago, but they're also moving us into the future with the new department.
They are an ever-presence in our emergency department. They are here checking on the staff, the patient's well-being, what can they do to help.
They've led by example, they continue to lead by example, and they are the epitome of what you would want a supporter to be for any emergency department.
Carol and George are an incredible couple. George is unbelievably industrious. Carol is incredibly spiritual. And together they make a team that is unbeatable.
I am extremely grateful to Carol and George Bauer, as I was the 2009 Carol Bauer Scholarship Award winner, and the scholarship made it possible for me to finish my master's degree, which I don't know how I would have done without them. I am now the nurse educator for the emergency department, and I love my job, and I am extremely happy to be in this position, and I can't thank George and Carol enough for all they've done for me.
Carol Bauer has a true chaplain's heart. She's the one that you want to call at 3 in the morning if something goes horribly wrong, and she will be there for you. We are so blessed by her ministry of kindness, compassion, and love.
Carol Bauers is an amazingly compassionate woman who this unit depends on immensely. She is a soul of compassion that provides not only the staff, but family members and their babies with wonderful healing moments.
When I was 32 weeks pregnant with my first children, I was pregnant with twins, and I went into a routine doctor's visit and we discovered that one of the babies didn't have a heartbeat. I was immediately sent to Norwalk Hospital and that's where I met Carol Bauer. She was one of the first people I met, and she had shared with me a story how she had lost her baby, and it just immediately bonded us.
She helped my wife and I through one of the darkest periods in our lives, individually and as a couple. And the support that she showed us and the support that she gave us on a daily basis was what I think really got us through that time period. She was warm, she was sweet, and she was everything that you needed in that period of time when you felt like, you know, nothing was going right and there was so much anxiety and so much fear. Every day we didn't know what to expect to happen through Lindsay's pregnancy because it was all so new and scary for us. But Carol's a remarkable woman, and because of her, I think Lindsay and I came out of that stronger and than we would have had we not had her by our side. So thank you, Carol.
Yes, very much.
We consider Carol our guardian angel in this NICU, and she is just phenomenal. We love her.
This hospital would be fortunate to have either one of the Bauers support over the years. To have both of their support at the level we've had it is just incredible. And that doesn't really count for all the charitable contributions that they've made over the years. They have made a huge impact on this hospital. We are a much better hospital today than we would have been had it not been for the Bauers.
As president of Norwalk Hospital, I've been inspired by George and Carol Bauer since the moment I've met them. And I believe that all of us are truly blessed because of who they are, their generosity, their values, hard work, humor, and an inner strength and calling which is matched by a very select few. And on behalf of all of us at Norwalk Hospital, I want to express our appreciation for the Bauers and say how grateful and fortunate we are for their presence in our lives.
Just last week in church, a woman came up to us and asked us what it was like to have Carol and George Bauer as our grandparents.
The truth is, they really are wonderful.
Mom and Dad give so much to our community in so many ways. All their work at the hospital, AmeriCares. Mom is a surrogate mom to many I Have a Dream kids, arranging their transportation, housing, furnishing their apartments sometimes. But they always let us know that we're number one. They're always there for us when we need them, and we are so grateful for that. We just don't know what we would do without them.
Grandma and Grandpa, we love you so much. We are so lucky to call you our grandparents. I know Taylor is saying hi from Copenhagen, and we are very proud of you.